But, you're an artist, right?
I used to be an artist. Now I'm just looking for the perfect vase to put on the dinner table. I'm having a dinner party tonight for Clint's family, and I need it to be really, really great and really perfect because I kind of got off on the wrong foot with everybody in this family, including your dad and your stepmom.
Yeah, well, it's a very tight family. It can be kind of tough to squeeze in around here. But they're fair.
You sound like you speak from experience.
Well, I do. Can I fix you something?
Yeah, I'll have what you're having.
Okay. Let me let you in on a little secret. Nobody in this town has screwed up more than I have, and they've always given me another chance. So.
Oh, see, that's where you're lucky because I don't get another chance. They don't have to give me another chance because I'm not one of them.
Well, I'm not one of them either. At least I wasn't raised one of them. My mother raised me, and we did not live like this. But we do have something in common. I'm trying to impress someone tonight as well, if this little number does the trick.
Oh. Does this someone have a name?
Kelly Kramer.
Oh, don't tell me. I've had enough bad news today.
Well, I think a lot of people wish they had my problems.
What are these?
I got another prospectus from an investment firm.
Oh, well, don't fret about that. You take as much time as you need to pick the firm because it's going to pay off in the long run. And I mean that literally. You're going to watch your money grow and grow.
Grow and grow and grow while I do nothing. Nothing that matters.
So, get a job.
Hello, Mel.
Hi, kid.
Hi, Mel. So, how is Cassie doing?
Cassie's fine. She's doing what we all do, throwing herself into her work.
You mean she's still at the Banner?
That's where she works.
Oh, please. How can she be there day after day with that two-timing cad? I'm telling you, she is going straight at full speed into another heartbreak.
If she is, that's up to her, Dorian.
Would you like to do something really useful with your money? Hire yourself a squad of hitmen. And that way, if Kevin breaks Cassie's heart again, you could just have him shot.
Want me to turn down the air conditioning?
No, fine. Here. Thank you. You know, dozens of people walk on that dock, but I was the only one who was mugged.
Barbara, I can understand you feeling singled out, but I don't think you need to...
But you see, it's not self-pity. I think it's more like a...
What?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about this, and I think this was supposed to happen. This was all supposed to happen for some reason.
Barbara, come on. What reason in the world could there possibly be for you to be punished? Because that's what you're suggesting.
Joey, why shouldn't I be punished? I slept with Kevin, who I knew was engaged to Cassie, who was living with her in a seriously committed relationship.
Yes, what you did wasn't a great thing. I think you need to give yourself a break.
No, see, there's still a price that has to be paid.
Well, if that's true, then wouldn't Kevin have to pay too?
Yeah, he does. And he will.
Did you tell me she was here?
She just came in. In any case, I don't think you have to worry. She would understand.
Excuse me? I just need to check your temperature.
Oh, no, wait, don't go, don't go. Wait, don't let her go.
Still, please.
I'll bring her right back, okay? I promise. Thea, what is going on? Todd said he doesn't know where Todd is, that Todd may never come back.
I'm going to explain it all to you, I promise.
Oh.
Good. Sam, I'm very glad you're here.
Thanks.
Because I have information that could drastically affect Todd's case. In short, he didn't commit any crimes.
What?
Are you kidding?
No. Vicky, Todd held all of us hostage at Ace's Lodge.
my brother didn't do that.
Well, then who did?
I don't know. But I'll tell you this much. It was not Todd, and it certainly wasn't that young boy in there, because his name is Tom.
Wait a minute. Are you saying...
I am saying that it is very likely that Todd is suffering from a split personality.
With all of your heart and soul, there isn't a person on the face of the planet who can make a decision without your help and approval. We have to let Cassie handle this herself.
Mel, how can you?
Come on, I agree here. Look, what Cassie needs is our love and emotional support. Okay, we can't go through this for her. Look, I don't want to be late for Drew.
Oh, the world must be going insane. What is it with my girls and the Buchanan men?
I don't know, but this one knows what she's doing.
Be good.
Be very good. Okay, here's what we need to do. A, we've got to get Cassie away from the banner. B, we've got to stop Kelly from throwing her life away on that sleazy trailer trash. Then C, we've got... Mel, we're having a conversation here.
No, we're not having a conversation. You're having a conversation. I'm just a prop. And the longer I stay here, the more likely it is that we're going to have an argument just like the one we had in the city room. And Dorian, I'm not up for it.
What are you talking about, Mel? I'm just looking after my own, that's all. I mean, how can you just turn your back on me and walk away?
It's easy. I just do this. And then, when I get here, I do this.
Mel!
See? You love this, don't you?
What?
You just love getting your knickers in a twist. You love ranting and raving and arguing. But Dorian, I have to tell you, it's beginning to scare me.
And what is that supposed to mean?
I married you because I wanted a spouse. If I'd wanted a sparring partner, I would have called Evander Holyfield.
Kelly Kramer, that's Dorian's niece, right?
Yes, it is. We're, I don't know, kind of getting back together again, I think.
Again?
Yeah, well, you know, we've weathered a few storms, if you know what I mean, but, I think she's unsure of whether or not to get involved again, or maybe ever, you know.
Well, I gave up on love myself not too long ago, and now look at me. I'm married to a wonderful man who made me willing to take that awful leap again.
Hey, how'd that work?
I guess I had a little incentive. Maybe that's what you need to give Kelly right now.
Well,
Fat, low cholesterol, one lousy coronary. They want me to give up all the good stuff.
Not all of it. Hello, Drew, darling.
Hi.
Lindsay?
I hope you will remember my little party tonight, and I had the chef prepare something especially healthy for you.
That's real thoughtful of you, Lindsay.
Lindsay, can I help you get things ready?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Drew, a box that size makes me a little nervous. Usually a ring in it.
Well, no, it's nothing that serious. It's just a little gift for Kelly.
Kelly Kramer? Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah. She could do just fine.
He said his name was Tom.
Well, now, Tom is his given name.
Well, I've never heard anyone call him that.
Apparently, his mother did.
So you're saying that he's not Todd?
No, he's not. He's Tom. Tom is an alter. He is a personality that has split off from Todd. Probably one of, well, many, if not several, others.
You mean like Sybil?
Yeah, exactly like Sybil. Look, I'm not presuming to make a clinical diagnosis, but I would say that I am virtually positive that Tom and another alter that he talked about named Pete are personalities who have appeared at various times in Todd's life to protect him from traumas that he simply couldn't cope with.
Traumas like parental abuse.
Yeah. And the recalling of it in later life.
Wait, Vicki, how did you come up with this?
Well, I know a great deal about this illness, and I know the signs.
Okay. Okay. So you're saying that this person we've never seen before, Tom, took over for Todd?
In a sense, yes.
You buy this?
Well, it would explain an awful lot. And I have to say, that kid in there, that is the kid I taught in football.
Yes,
I mean,
it would explain an awful lot that Todd is figuring out a way to beat the rap.
Mrs. Manning?
Yes.
Your husband's asking for you?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Look, Terry, if you go in to see him now, you have to be very careful. Very gentle with him, because it is not Todd. That's a young boy in there. And this is an extremely volatile situation. I need to talk to you about this, okay? Privately.
of course.
Thanks.
And I also want you to bring a picture for me, a picture of you in color. What? Why are you staring at me like that, huh? You're looking at me like I'm some kind of a stranger.
Are you a stranger?
No. You know me. When he was doing all those mean things, I tried to make everything better. And sometimes, and I mean, just for a second, I could get out and try and help.
Uh-huh. Get out.
Yeah. Well, you know me. You're the only one who does. You're the only one who knew.
Pay. That sounds kind of ominous.
But it's the way it happens. I think that you get exactly what you put out there. I mean, look at me. I did something bad, and something bad happened, right? Well, Kevin did something bad, so something bad is going to happen to him, too.
Isn't that a little oversimplified? I mean, even people who love each other are unfortunately sometimes unfaithful. It's just life, Barbara. I mean, not that I like it, and yes, I think it's wrong in some basic way. But I mean, if what you're saying is so true, where does that leave Cassie?
What about her?
I mean, she was hurt as bad as anyone in this. I mean, what horrible move did she make?
She left her husband and her child for Kevin. As far as I'm concerned, that's worse than anything that Kevin and I ever did.
Come in.
Yeah, I thought I might find you here. Someplace where you could turn your back and not have to face all the real issues in your life.
You know, if she thinks she needs privacy, who are you to say she can't have it?
We found this near the crime scene. Look familiar?
It's my purse. Is there anything inside?
Empty, completely. You, happen to remember anything you had in there?
Just usual wallet,
Uh-huh.
checkbook,
Barbara, I think you should go ahead and tell him.
Tell me what?
My gun was in here.
Your gun? Are you out of your mind? What, you decide to take the law into your own hands, and instead you put a gun in the hands of a criminal already willing to use violence? Oh, that's great. Yeah, just great.
Oh, so just because I have strong feelings about my family, that's automatic?
However heartfelt your feelings may be, they have no business being used as a tool
Oh, to manipulate Cassie? To control her life? Not that again, Mel.
You can't live her life for her. It's time you got one of your own.
Well, that's a low blow.
Is it? I was hoping you'd find a life with me. But ever since we got back from our honeymoon, all you've done is get inside everyone else's.
First of all, that is a thorough misrepresentation of the facts. I am simply trying to protect my girls. Mel, don't you walk away. You come back in here and let's finish this. We've got this. Mel!
What?
That was my New York Giants mug. That meant a hell of a lot to me, Dorian.
And just how much do I mean to you, Mel?
All right, you want to fight? I'll give you a pal. All right, you stop now?
We need to arrange for another psychiatric evaluation, one that will take into account all this new information.
Wait a minute. Look, what you're saying makes a certain amount of sense to me, right? But I can't help but feel that you might have a little blind spot when it comes to
Yeah, I
Todd.
probably do, but at the same time, what I know about this illness causes me to be very concerned for Todd.
Look, do you understand me that there's so few people in town who are protective of Todd that there's a real good chance that the few people who are protective of him will just get overzealous, you know? I mean, look, I don't think that you see...
That he's manipulating us, that it's a ruse. You sound like Kevin.
I am a lawyer. Look, so we go to the trouble of convincing the DA about this theory. Look, I'll do everything I can. I mean, I will look up every case on multiple personalities I can find.
There they are, believe me. I realize it's a very difficult concept to grasp, but you have to think of Tom, and whoever else, as a distinctly different person.
Excuse me, what do you mean, whoever else?
Well, it's very likely that there are a number of other alters within Tom.
You know, at this rate, I'm going to need a crash course on this subject. What is it that I look up exactly when I try to study this? I mean, is it called multiple personality syndrome or something?
No. The diagnostic term is dissociative identity disorder. It's DID. And unfortunately, I can probably tell you everything you need to know right now.
You can? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, what?
In almost every case of DID, there's abuse involved, from parents or close relatives, and it's sexual abuse.
Oh, well, thank you, Peter Manning.
See, I think that Todd's fragmentation probably happened when he was very young. This alter of Tom appeared to shield Todd from the lesser abuses. And then my hunch is that when Todd was 14, on the night that his father victimized him, that's when Pete came. Pete is the very angry, antisocial alter, whom you and I have seen behave violently and irrationally.
Wait a minute. So what you're saying to me, in effect, is that the Todd that I've been talking to 50% of the time since I came to Lambview is not Todd, it's...
Probably. I realize you're skeptical, but I do know what I'm talking about. If you go and look up your legal precedent, you'll find that I'm it.
What?
Sam, I am a victim of and a survivor of DID. And my case was very well documented, so you can look it up.
Does Todd know about this?
Oh, yeah. Why?
Well, forgive me, but I can't help but think that would arm him with the knowledge to fake this, wouldn't it?
So, all those times that he was mean to you, I wanted to be nice.
Todd?
No, Tom.
Uh-huh.
I'm Tom.
Uh-huh.
And I would never do what he did. I mean, nobody should be treated like that.
I'm confused. I have to think.
And all those times that you said that you loved him, I kept... Well, I wanted. Well, I hope that it was you... It was me that you were seeing. You know...
No, what?
Well, I dreamed that you would say those words to me. I mean, not to Pete or to Todd, but to me.
I can't do this.
No, you can do this. You can do this. I'll go first. I love you.
Who loves me? Todd or Tom?
The answer to your question is yes. Okay, he could be faking it. But I think it is entirely probable that he is not faking it, that it's real. In any case, I would prefer to make the mistake on the side of helping Todd rather than to ignore a situation which could have dire consequences for him.
Oh, how dire?
Okay, if his alters are not reintegrated, Todd could literally lose his life.
You mean Todd, what, never come back?
Never, ever come back. In my particular case, if I had not had people who loved me and who stood by me, in spite of really awful, awful things my alters did, and if I had not had a brilliant therapist, I would have been swallowed up. I would have disappeared.
All right, well, you got to tell me. Look, if I go to the trouble of putting this case together here, is it possible for Todd to be able to fool a battery of experts? I mean, could he manufacture this disorder?
He is a brilliant liar and a brilliant manipulator, but I don't think there's any way that he could put it past the host of doctors and medical experts and psychiatrists who are going to be called upon to evaluate him. No.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Before we put him before the host of doctors, he's going to have to pass the test. He's going to have to pass in front of the people that he's closest to.
You.
Taya.
Why are you this person now?
Huh? Because you're backed up against the wall? Where was this sweet, gentle, loving Tom before, huh? So many people cared about you and tried to help you. Why did you push us away?
But I didn't. That wasn't me.
Oh.
Look. I'm not strong. And I had to go away because things happened because I was weak.
What things?
Bad things. Things that you couldn't stop. But Pete's strong. And Pete can stand up to people. And Pete knows how to make sure that people don't hurt him.
Right. Because he hurts them first.
Well, Pete did some things, and he's going to have to be punished. I know that. And I should be punished, too, because I let him run things. Oh, I see. I guess I'm not much of a person. I mean, why would somebody like you love somebody like me?
I have to go now.
Okay. See you later.
Why should I come back?
Because you still love me?
What do you mean she'll do just fine? Drew, sit down. What I mean is a man should not spend his life alone. For instance, if I hadn't had Renee, I might not have survived my heart attack. Now, your pa's got Nora. Clint found Lindsay. I figure whatever else, she's going to keep him young. Now, you're paired off with Kelly Kramer, and I was thinking a man could do a hell of a lot worse. She's rich, she's smart, and she's very easy to look at, that's for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late.
Okay.
Hi. Well, I had to see my accountant. I keep getting these investment offers, and quite honestly, I don't know a silk purse from a sow's ear. You got an oil well you want to sell me, Asa?
I don't think you want any crude oil over those beautiful hands, honey.
Well, I actually do have a problem with fossil fuel as opposed to hydroelectric power or solar. But we won't get into that right now. I want to find something that matters to me. Please, I want to do something that helps other people. Like you.
Well, come on down to the station. We'll put you up for a uniform.
I'm so happy that you are my partner. I've learned so much from you.
Well, you pick things up real fast.
When do we get to go undercover again?
That's my favorite operation. Don't you think it's time you learned how to fire that gun, honey?
What gun? Ah.
can't fire a gun. I hate guns. The air conditioning is too high in here, don't you think?
So I hear you and Asa have known each other for a really long time.
35 years.
Wow. Well, why aren't you married then?
We were for a while. We're the best of friends. We share everything. Mutual respect and the bed as the spirit moves us. We discovered we can have it all without the piece of paper and a wedding band.
But why not have them?
Because we're both so independent, and I like it that way. Besides, I wouldn't want anyone to suggest that I'm a gold digger after the Buchanan mother lode.
Are you implying that I married Clint for his money?
I'm saying that I love Asa, and Asa loves his sons. And when someone, well, if he gets the feeling that someone's around them more for money than for love, someone has to be real careful.
Since when, having so much money, you don't know what to do with it, become a problem?
If it bothers you, it's a problem.
There's so many women in Lambview who do so much with their lives, you know? Cassie and Blair, they're working at their papers. Completely dedicated. Nora is a major attorney. Vicky is an incredible publisher.
Well, those are regular jobs. Didn't you say you want to do something where you can reach out and help people?
Yes. I mean, that is exactly what I want. I just want to be able to make a difference to other people.
Hello, how did it go?
Oh, we raised millions.
Which charity were we supporting this evening?
I don't remember.
You know, you look exhausted. Call Smithers, have him fix you a drink. He can draw you a bath and turn down your bed.
Smithers night off.
There he is. You know, what do you suppose a man like Smithers does on a night off, anyway?
Well, he said he thought he might catch a movie at the Rialto for fun. What do you suppose that is?
It's pronounced Rialto, darling. It's a decrepit old
No,
cinema.
no, that's not what I mean.
Well, then, darling, what does what like?
Fun.
I'm too young not to have fun.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. You're too young not to have fun. So what do you have in mind?
Why do you blame her for wanting to protect herself? Why should she? You and your police department have done virtually nothing to help.
Two of you make a great team. She does something idiotic, and you're right there to back her up. Listen to me. I need the serial number from that gun. You do have it, don't you? Look at me. Get the number and phone it into the precinct. You know how to pray? I want you to say a prayer that whoever stole that gun decides to pawn it in before they use it on some innocent victim.
Why does he think he can talk to you like that?
Everybody could talk to me like that.
Come on, don't say that, Barbara.
He's right. Joey, he's right. I mean, what if that guy actually comes after me? He knows everything about me. He's got my house keys, he's got my money, he's got my ID. He knows every single thing about me.
You want more?
Is that your best shot? You are pathetic!
Come on, give it.
Look at this place!
Give it to me.
You...
That's right. Ah, you fiery.
Don't you do
Sam, you know, you knew Todd better than anyone when he was a young man. Surely you would be able to tell if that boy in there is the same as you remember him, or if it's just Todd manipulating himself out of another situation.
No, I don't know if I can tell the difference.
I think you can. Really. Do me a favor, just go in there and talk to him for a few minutes. I really think you will know what the truth is. Yeah?
Vicki, I need to discuss something with you now.
Okay.
You'll probably say this isn't the time or the place, but I need to do this right now.
Go ahead.
I came here today to absolve myself of all responsibility as Todd's wife. I'm sorry if that sounds cold or lawyerly, but it's just the way it is. That is what I have to do.
Okay. But that was before you realized what Todd was going through, right? Do you believe what I told you? Taya, surely you can see when you talk to that boy in there how sick Todd is. Can you not see that that is a totally different person? I mean, can you really not see that?
Todd. What are you doing?
Looks like Andrea Doria's playing at the Center City Cinema. We can probably catch the next show.
Lindsay, is this more or less what you had in mind?
Well, that's exactly what I had in mind.
Well, I'm very glad to see the ladies in this family are getting along so well.
Darling, Lindsay and I understand one another very well.
I think so.
I've got to make a call to the coast. You'll excuse me for a while?
Sure. Absolutely. Let's leave Big Daddy to it, shall we?
Yes, Mr. Buckman. Did you get a chance to look at the figures my assistants faxed to you the other day? Great. And your response? No. No, that is not acceptable. No, my people have worked very hard and very long on this deal. I'm not going to reward their labors with an offer that's insultingly low. Are you... Mr. Buckman, if you do not come to me with an increasingly substantial deal by the end of the day, I will take the deal to Tokyo. Do you understand? Ruth, wait!
No.
Okay, we don't have to see a sci-fi film. Maybe this will interest you.
What's this?
This guy will not come after you again.
He does, Joey. He knows who I am. He knows everything about me. I gotta get
Barbara,
out of here. I've gotta go
you've got to
somewhere.
stop running. If you continue running, you're just going to be doing it the rest of your life. You have to handle this panic you're feeling. You have to gain control. You have the power, so use it.
Right. On what?
On your future. Look, you had a chosen path way before the rape. You're a trained nurse, and a damn good one at that. I mean, you can work any job you want. Why would you have to sit in somebody's house and be a living nurse?
Right. So I should go back to the hospital, right?
I think you should go and do whatever you want to do. Get whatever job you want. Go find yourself your own place to live. Go to the cops. I'm serious. I think you need to go right now. Look at all the mugshots and find the guy who did this to you.
You're right. You're right. You're right. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take control of my life right now.
Good. So, are you saying that I can take you to the station?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you should take me down there.
Come here.
Yeah. So I'm going to take control of everything.
I don't know what to believe anymore, okay? And even if I figured it out, whatever the truth is, where does that leave me?
Well, hopefully much better off.
Look, If Todd is faking this condition, okay, then I continue to be sucked in by the same sadistic, abusive man that I've been with all along. And, if what you're saying is true, and that gentle, kind soul in there is Tom covering for Todd, he's a stranger to me.
But either way, Taya, don't you owe it to yourself? Don't you owe it to him to find out?
No, Vicky, I don't owe him anything. Either way, I can't be with him anymore. I am too confused. I am too exhausted. I can't do it.
Well, I'm sorry, but you have to. You cannot leave him. You cannot. I realize you're exhausted and tired and all that, but if you leave him, Todd, the real Todd, could vanish completely.
It's just so weird to look in the mirror and see...
What?
Myself.
Who would that be, myself? I mean, who is it? Who are you looking at?
Someone I didn't think I'd ever see again.